mind is, at the time of operation, that is 1858, nothing existed in this place. All these are barren land, and that is a forest area where Our Lady appeared. I'm sure you must have gone to the grotto. Just had a look, you know, somehow. Okay. Now the first thing when you come here, you see a way which goes that side and goes from that side. It's like this. Something comes to your mind? Embrace. Okay, it's a embrace, it's a hug, it's a welcome for all of us. It's an open hand. God the Father is welcoming us. Now when you climb up, you come, you see the crown, the golden crown, and still you have to go further. There's a small door called a crypt. After the grotto was blessed, the first thing the people of this area, the village, they thought it's a small issue, so they built a small chapel, beautiful chapel. When you go, you will recognize that. When you go inside, to your right hand, you have the relic of Bernadette. Okay? Now, still go inside, there's a beautiful chapel where just 100 people can visit and pray. Now, as the people started coming, the place is not enough, so they built the top one. Can you see the tower and the wall clock? Okay, that is called Immaculate Conception Basilica. Basilica which is dedicated to Our Lady. Okay, Our Lady told here that she is the Immaculate Conception. That's why the first basilica that is built here is Immaculate Conception Basilica. Now as the word spread and the people started coming, the third basilica is built here, the down one where you can see two doors. Okay, if you go inside, this is called as Rosary Basilica. Now, why it is named Rosary Basilica? When you go inside, to your left hand, you have the statue of Our Lady, which goes around during the night candlelight procession. Okay, and if you go inside, you have the beautiful mysteries, joyful mystery, sorrowful mystery, and the glorious mystery kept around the altar. It's a beautiful art. Don't miss it. You are free to go and visit. And it's to remind us that every Eucharist should bring to our mind the birth, the life, the teaching, death and resurrection alive to us. And each time when we say the rosary, we are with the life of Jesus. That's what it is, a rosary basilica. Okay? Now, from the top when you come out, there is a huge Stations of the Cross. During your lunch, if anybody wishes, you can go. It's a beautiful one. You can go up and come down. No need to ask anybody. It has the way which leads and brings with a huge statue. Now from here, from the Rosary Basilica, when you go down where you see the people are there is the grotto. Okay, how many of you have seen the grotto? You just watched. Okay. Now, what did you see there at the grotto? Something comes to your mind? Very sure she's there. Other than that? Candles, yes. Lot of people, yes. It's a good observation. The water, yeah, the water. And the very thing, no, when you go there, the huge rock. Have you seen the rock? It's in that rock Our Lady appeared. She did not appear on the tree or somewhere else. Here, it's on the rock. And I think you didn't get the chance to touch it. When you go there, don't forget to touch the rock. The rough, ordinary rock has become so smooth to say, God has the power to change. Jesus says, no, whoever builds the house on the rock, the house will not be destroyed. So dear friends, today if we place our trust, our hope in God, the Lord is there to take care of us. Whatever may be our difficulties, however tough and hard it is, He has the power to make it as smooth as this rock. Now from there, when you go inside, you see the fountain where Our Lady told Bernadette to dig. She dug, and the spring is there from 1858 till today. It has not dried. The living spring, the water quenches us, cleanses us, gives us new life. And we have come here with lot of thirst, no? Thirsting for good health, thirsting for peace, thirsting for joy, thirsting for lot of. So when we place it in God's hand, He is there to quench all our thirst. Because He said to the Samaritan woman, whoever drinks this water will not be thirsty. Now, we need only a bit of faith to trust in God and place our thirst in God's hand. Now, third, you will see the beautiful candle that is burning. That is the people who are given. Jesus is alive. There is a Lord. Having come here, we have not come for picnic. We have come as a pilgrims, is it not? So this should help us to grow very closer to God. And Jesus is asking us, when you go from here, we need to become a candle to dispel the darkness, the evil, the sin that is in my life, in my family, my neighborhood, wherever we are. We are called to become a light. And fourth, you see the different categories of people sitting and praying. That shows the unity that exists in the church. And fifth, very important, you will see lot of sick people just in front of you, they are carrying. There are a lot of volunteers who help them. So the first place in Lourdes is for the sick and the elderly. Okay. Now from there, if you go a little down, you have the gesture of washing, where they'll give the water to wash, to drink, and to make a prayer. If it is too crowded, with your guide, you can do it outside near the tap, because sometimes you have to wait a long time. Now from there, little more down, you have the stations of the cross at the lower level. Just to come little front, you have a chapel of light, where if you like to light a candle for your intentions, you are allowed to light there, but not at the grotto. If you want at the grotto, you have to pay it in the mass office. They will do it the next week. Little more further, when you come, there is a huge hall called Bernadette's chapel. If you go from inside and come to your right, there is a small, beautiful adoration chapel. After 8 o'clock mass, the Blessed Sacrament is exposed. Beautiful it is. Just maybe 50 to 60 people can be accommodated, but it's nice with silent adoration from morning 8:30 till evening 5 o'clock. So the Lord is waiting for all of us there. At 5 o'clock, Eucharistic procession begins from there. You will see a white tent, but don't miss it. It starts from there, it comes one round and goes to the underground basilica. Now I will show where it is. Okay? Now having come here, three important things. Our Lady told Bernadette, wash and washing ourselves is very easy. What needs to wash is our souls. So we have the confessional here to the left hand, the first building. Priests are available from morning 9 to 11, from 3:30 to 6 o'clock. But if you have your priest, you can have it within as a group. I don't know whether for the big group it is possible. Then second, receiving the Holy Eucharist in a worthy manner. Third, charity. Charity is not something great. Just a kind word, a kind smile, being with someone lonely, being little patient with, especially when we are in a group, there is lot of tension, one is fast, one is slow. So can I bear up with them? A very small gesture, but it will add greater grace to our life. In the second building, the first floor has got all the miracles that has taken place. And the second floor, we are coming for the mass at 11 o'clock. So every day we have English mass there at 11 o'clock. Okay? Now, the second building, second floor, there is a lift. We'll come back. Now, at 4 o'clock, there is a film. 3 o'clock is the English rosary at the grotto if you want to join. 4 o'clock is the film show. You can just sit and watch. It's beautiful. It's not in the YouTube. It's only pertaining to Lourdes. At 5 o'clock, Eucharistic procession. Night 9 o'clock, candlelight procession. Okay? Now, as we move, if you have any doubt, you can stop me and you can ask me what I know. I'll try to give you the answer. Yes, Mama.
Where is the church office taking acquisitions for the masters?
Can you come closer? Would you like to listen? If you are able to hear it. Now, this is called Pope Pius X Basilica. The third basilica we saw, Immaculate Conception, Rosary. You may wonder why this. In those basilicas, only one nationality can be accommodated, whereas here it is international. If If you are here tomorrow, every Wednesday and Sunday, we have the international mass at 9:30, where all the language people sit together and pray. Now, can you see the structure of it? There are many engineers. Can you see? What's the shape of it? Can you identify the shape? Oval shape, okay. Is the one who introduced first Holy Communion to the little children. Okay. When we move around to the right side, you will see the picture of Our Lady from all over the world. Our Lady of Kalamani, Our Lady of Budalur, Our Lady of Fatima. You can just move around and see. Let's come here. As I said, 5 o'clock, the Eucharistic procession begins from there, comes and ends here. If it rains directly, it will be here. Even if you are tired, you just come and sit here because there are big screens that can be. You can move a little that side also. You are ready? Okay. Now, this is the model to show how Lourdes was at the time of apparition. Nothing. This is all field and this is a forest area. And I am very sure you must have watched the film of Bernadette, or you must have heard the story, you must have read. But being here, I am going to tell you the story in a nutshell for you to remember or to recall. Okay? Now this is how the story goes. Now, Bernadette was born on 7th of January 1844. She was born to the parents, Father Francois Soborius and Mother Louise. They lived in this Bollywood, the first one. Can you see the house? There they lived. They lived very happily there. Though she was born on 7th, 9th she was baptized because she was a sickly child. Now the life went on. In those days, the mill was run purely out of water. There was no electricity, no solar, no battery system. That's why the water diversion was. But after 10 years, they could not continue to live, mainly because of the Industrial Revolution. When the Industrial Revolution came, people ran to the missions. They did not come to the manual one. When the people didn't come, he could not earn money, not get pay the rent, what's little which he had to pay, and also take care of the family. They became so poor that they left that and moved around in those areas for 3 to 3.5 years. And then one of the cousins sees their poverty and says, why are you moving here and there? If you want, you can come and stay in one of the cells, prison cell, that is called cashew. Cashew prison cell, where the prisoners are kept. So if you want, you can come and stay. Even the prisoners were not willing to stay there because it is an unhealthy atmosphere. Because of their poverty, they go take, in one of the rooms they take shelter. Father, mother, 4 children. Can you imagine 6 people in a small cell? And life begins again. Father goes and cuts the stones of the people in the field there. Mother goes and washes the clothes of the people around. Bernadette herself works in a cafe, a hotel, because she is not educated. Life goes on. One early morning, 11th of February 1858, Father gets up and sees there is no wood to cook or to warm themselves. So he tells wife, Lourdes, I'm very tired. I cannot go to collect the wood. Send someone to go and collect the wood. Mama calls the second daughter. Bernadette is the first, but Mama didn't want to send her because of her asthma attack. She used to get bronchitis. So Mama didn't want to send her. She calls Tonette, the second daughter, tells her, Tonette, go with your friend and collect some wood. Hearing that, Bernadette says, Mama, I like to go. She's just 14 years, little girl. She also loves to go out and play and be with the friends. Mama says no, because of asthma attack. So, but still, as a little girl, she insists. So, Mama puts the bonnet, the wooden shoes, and tells her, okay, go, provided you don't put your leg in the water. So, Bernadette, her sister and friend, ran and come from this cashew. They crossed the bridge, they crossed their home pond, and got to this place where the grotto is. This is called Messapian rock. It is just an ordinary rock. And across from here used to dump all the garbage is here. So you can imagine it is a dirty place. The pigs, the dogs, the animals used to be all around. It is such a place they come because there are a lot of trees here. It's a forest area, no? So as they reach here, in those days, the water was flowing very close to the grotto. Now they are pushed here and they have made the way. The fountain is inside her. Where our lady told us this is a mountain water. So when they reach here, the sister and friend put the leg in the water. It's icy cold. They scream, oh, it's so chill. Hearing that, Bernadette, and they run this side to collect the bone and the sticks. Bone they used to sell and buy the bread at the poverty. Bernadette calls her sister Tonette, put some pebbles, put some stones. I'll keep my leg and cross. But her sister tells little sister, how did we cross? You also cross like that. You know, the little children, they say no. So say, you also cross and come, and they run away. So Bernadette looks here and there. Then she sits there to undo her socks. She's removing her socks. As she removed one, the other one, when she's removing, she hears the sound of the breeze. Breeze is coming from all around, but the leaves are not moving. So she gets frightened and takes out her rosary. And she looks there, looks and looks. Still she's in fear, but her hand does not move. It gets stuck. Now what happened to Bernadette? Let's go inside the museum and see what happened to Bernadette. Okay? This is the model. Can you see this quote there in the picture? Can you see the flag there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. Okay.
Oh.
It is the fort. It is the fort. Even today it is there, and it was there during the Second World War, even before her birth. Now, in that area, there were clever people, rich people, elite people, intelligent, smart people. Living all that, why did Mother Mary choose Bernadette from that cashew? Keep thinking. When you come back, you must give me the answer. Okay? Still can come inside. Okay. Can you see the statue here? Our Lady statue? Okay. Those who have seen at the grotto, is it the same?
No.
No. Yeah. This is what happened to Bernadette. Bernadette has seen Mother Mary in golden color outstage. See, before the apparition, almost all the churches in France had handmaid of the Lord in golden color. Okay. So when she saw Our Lady in white and blue slashes, she did not recognize. You got the point? Why she did not recognize. Okay. Now after the Second World War, the church in which she was baptized was burnt and destroyed. It was a religious revolutionary time, no? So the Christianity, they didn't want it to grow. So many churches were destroyed. Even this original church was destroyed, burnt and destroyed. Many certificates destroyed. Some remained. One of her birth certificate is there, which tells that the 7th she was born, 9th she was baptized. The priest gave the first Holy Communion and the baptism. the godfather, godmother. Okay, the original certificate is in the archives. This is the church in which she was baptized. This is for the Superiors, Mother Louise, and this is Body Mill. We will go to see. We'll stand by this side.
Sorry.
Yes.
So is that how she saw Mother Mary? Or is
No,
that...
no.
Okay.
This is the old one.
Yeah.
From childhood, she has seen in golden color.
Yeah.
So when she saw with white and blue, she didn't recognize. We'll see that inside. I'll continue. Now that is the Bolly Mill where she was born, and from there she comes to the cashier. Okay. From this cashier, it is this much only. Can you see? This is the kitchen and the washing room. Here was the small stool and one cot and one box. That's all. Not even, it's not bigger than this. It's much smaller than this. But from here she goes to the grotto. In 1858 it is fully icy snow. The snowfall fully covered with ice. It's such a cold time they go to collect the wood. Okay, my dear friends, there is something here beautiful. Can you see? It's just a picture. Those were at the back. If you like, you can come a little more closer. Come closer. This side, you mean? Come closer. There is something beautiful here. Can you see? Yes, very good. The family is together. When they were in Bolly Mill, the family stayed together, prayed together, ate together. Here in the cashier, they have nothing. Yet the family is together. It is said, no? The family that prays together stays together. What's happening today?
Cell phone.
No, we are very busy people. Now we are so busy, we have no time. What is occupying us? The technology. Okay. They are very good, huh? Yeah, they are very good, very informative, no? You can spend days, months and years without the company of anyone. Because the whole world is in your hand. You don't need to come to Lourdes. You can just open the YouTube, everything is there. But is it the same experience?
No. Never.
Your friends.
No,
When I
sister.
look at her, I know whether she's happy, whether she's tired, whether he wants to tell something, whether he's hungry, whether he's angry. It's the look. However, the technology may be good, entertaining, informative, it can never satisfy the human feeling. No, it's only when we take time to look at us, look at one another, we know. Early morning, we are so busy sending good morning WhatsApp message, 100 messages to all in the contact, and you don't see your wife who is sitting next to her to say hello, good morning, or the one who is offering a coffee to you or tea to you. I don't. Is it not? It happens. We are busy. It's not me. I am not telling you. The family is asking us. Partners, can you take time to look at one another? Parents, can you look at your children? Children, can you look at your parents? Not the hours, months and years, just that few seconds that you are together. When you are eating together, instead of cell phone, can I look at and admire the food, what she has prepared, what you are eating together? Or just the presence of one another. Maybe the elderly people will agree, in our stage when we were small, we didn't have all these gadgets, big gadgets. Simple love and care what we received from our parents in their loving company. No, it's not all that. They are good, but can we discipline ourselves to be with the family? The more you spend few seconds, just as a drop of water makes a ocean, every little moment that you spend with the company of your companion, the partners, the families, husband and wife, you will see the miracle happening. All your misunderstanding will disappear. Message from the family, okay? Now Bernadette has not gone to school, nor she's able to read and write, but later with the request of the bishop, she learned to read and write. So all the apparition, one of her handwritten apparition is here. You just have a look, don't take much time. This is her aunt Jean who believes in her sister Tonette who went with her to the grotto, and this is her handwritten. Okay. Yes, try to be a little quick. You You can come back again to take photos, okay? We'll keep up that photo session in the afternoon. It will be open till evening 7 o'clock. Yeah, so that you'll be able to see more places, that's why. Okay, friends. A small question, huh? Which is the first prayer you all learned when you were small or when you went to school? Our Father, no. Hail Mary, no. Huh? Glory be to? No. Or act of contrition? No. Okay, after this year, yes. The sign of the cross. It is the sign of the cross. It's the beautiful prayer. Bernadette, here she's looking at Mother Mary. Can you see here? And she's with white and blue. She's still trembling. Her hand is not moving. It gets stuck. She writes. It is stuck. It is a stiff figure. Then Mother Mary makes the sign of the cross. Looking at that, Bernadette makes the sign of the cross. But dear friends, today we are in such a busy world, no? How do we make the sign of the cross? Chasing the mosquitoes and flies. Is it not? Yes. You are so fast. At the moment you make the sign of the cross consciously, not Red Cross Society, huh? No, because ants will feel pain, no? But when we do it, see, every mass begins with the sign of the cross.
This is what should. The incorrect.
Yeah. So saying she's on the cover of almost all.
She's the grower.